Hey guys, what's up? How y'all doing? I'm here to talk to you guys about the new chapter of One Piece, which is on chapter 1178. This chapter right here looks really great, and it looks like to me that ending right there is kind of very freaky, or should I say very concerning, because I'm expecting things to be very ugly. So if anything else, let's just get this started right away. We get We get to see Brook and Usopp being delivered by Luffy, and he tells his crew to take care of him, which is Frankie, Nami, Sanji, and Jinbei. And we get to see Loki and Luffy fighting against Emu and Gunko's body. We get to see freaking Emu making a rant about how giants have a glimpse at the sea, having to have immense power. I don't know. All I can really tell you is that Emu is ranting about giants. Whatever Emu is talking about, all that Emu said is if you guys would just erase as Rocks was before, this wouldn't be happening. And we get to see Emu trying to use Dami Reversi on Luffy and Loki, but unfortunately for Emu, it doesn't work. We get to see Luffy attacking Emu with booming Gatling, and freaking Loki comes up using Ragnar and uses Niflheim attack or something like that. And we get to see that, I guess, Emu seems to be damaged up and stuck in an ice cube, I guess, and same with Gunko. But as for the village, it seems to be okay. The fires are put out, the warriors who turn to demons are being, turning back to normal. They go okay, what can we do now? This makes no sense, and we get to see Chopper. It looks like to me, when he hits the Dami Reversi, the demonification people, it's like, when he hits them, they go back to normal, whatever the situation is. We don't really know why. Next up is where, the books in the library, it seems to all disappear. They go hey, isn't the owl not here either? They go I'm not trying to be optimistic, but he might have moved the books somewhere. And we get to see some of the God Knights doing in a very bad situation. The guy with the freaking dragon fruit that puts people to sleep. As for this other guy, Summers, apparently he's alive with only his head intact. And as for freaking Luffy and Loki, Luffy is literally out of energy, and he's really in an old man shape. And as for Emu, we get to see Emu making an announcement to the elders saying, hey, the Holy Land is gonna be without me for a while, okay? I'm gonna go somewhere real quick. So, it looks like to me, Emu is starting to make their move. And I'm looking forward to hopefully maybe see if we get to see their full body appearance. Many people have been giving a lot of theory guesses, and it has not been confirmed yet, but I look forward to it. So far, I'm not so sure, to be exact, if it's going to have break next week, but most of the time, they'll let us know if there is a break. So, if there's not a break next week, that's fine. I look forward to seeing, how Oda's going to handle this, because right now, I know he usually takes a break, usually after at least a certain amount of chapters, or after he does a big event of a certain chapter. Other than that, pretty cool stuff. All I can really tell you is that Emu and Loki, with Luffy and Loki fights against Emu and Gunko's body. Emu tries to use Domini or Dami Reversi, turn him into demons and make them fight each other and put them under Emu's control, but it did not work. It's like saying, bruh, what are you trying to do? And then Emu's like, yeah, I should have known. So Emu decides, you know what? I'm gonna go take a little small trip. I'll be right back for a while. I'm like, oh no, here we go. Don't know how this is gonna turn out, but it's gonna be very insane. Because if you remember correctly in the backstory or flashback of the Rocks or Rocks D. Zebek, he was Domini reversed. He was turned into a demon and was under Emu's control. I don't know how Luffy and Loki became an exception or they broke out of it. We don't know. It can't be how Shokuhaki related, because look, Rocks D. Sebek, Davy D. Sebek, if anything, he had how Shoku no Haki, and he was not able to he wasn't able to be he wasn't able to get out of the demon control of Emu. So I guess it might be the devil fruits themselves having a power to resist Emu, or I think they were meant to resist Emu's power. Well, Joy Boy or Nika is supposed to be an obvious one because many theorize that this person, this Joy Boy, is supposed to be like a total like threat to Emu anyway. So, anyways, I look forward to like next chapter and it'll be exciting. So until then, I'll see you guys later. I'm off for Zitto. Have a good day. I'll see you guys next time. All right, peace out. Bye bye. Toot toot.